no, 5 months, approximately 5.5 months. For Calcutta, if I have to say, people will be really happy hiring these kind of people. At least 5 months. Trust me, when we meet next time, if you have implemented this product, you will start looking for more. You will start thinking that why not hire 4, why not hire 5. I know there are difficulties and there are challenges. And we are here to help you out with those challenges and those issues. We will address that. We will support you in order to get this product implemented. You will also have one big challenge while you will use this product. Rejections will go up. That's a challenge, by the way. Because the kind of hiring we are doing, that's a challenge to recruit people and reject in that. So it's now time that we need to understand that what are we doing and whether we want a sustainable business, whether we are looking to improve on our margins. How long are we going to strive on these small cost cuttings and not look at the major chunk which is actually taking the pain, which is actually reducing your margins? We did some calculations. We did some calculations to understand whether this actually has some effect on your cost. So we are looking at 11% cost of attrition on your annualized revenue. That's the kind of revenue you're losing out on. You make, I'm just trying to give you a figure. I may be wrong for a few of you, and I may not be wrong for a few of you. We are making 30 lakh rupees out of 300 employees, or maybe a little less, 250 employees. 30 lakh rupees out of 250 employees. And you are losing out 11% of that 30 lakh because you are losing out those people whom you have hired to go do the work. Month on month, you keep on losing those people and you keep on backfilling. And God forbid if you have to ramp up. My God, that's again a big challenge. So there was a time that I used to work for Reliance Communication, and I used to manage partner locations over here in Calcutta. Ideally, I'm from Mumbai. I was placed in Mumbai while I was working with Reliance, but this responsibility was given to me that I should come to Calcutta and take this process called tele-verification. People who are working with telecom would understand that tele-verification was a new thing at that time. We're talking about 2014. Yeah. So tele-verification, we had to hire 500 people. And what not did we do to hire those 500 people? We had to go to orphanage to hire those 300 people. We literally had to pick up the car, drive to one, shady place outside Calcutta, where we went inside a village. We found out that there is an orphanage which trained people on computers. We picked up people from there and brought them here. That's the kind of problem. I don't know, the CEOs and CHROs would know or not, but at least people who are recruiting daily basis would definitely connect to what I'm saying today. The time is come that we find out a permanent solution. Time has come that we think of a solution which may change the way you look at this hiring process. Somebody has been thrown out by your company for theft, molestation, drugs, say major company violation, some major violation, client's money got fiddled by this guy or something. But he is not worried. He's just going to erase your name from the resume and he's going to find a job in next door. Trust me. That's how easy it is. There is no common platform where you can actually track that people who have left, whether they have people who have been thrown out for integrity issues, they have gone anywhere and joined or not, or whether I am hiring somebody who was a offender or was into serious offendings, multiple. You never know. You end up hiring, you end up spending that amount, and you again go ahead and face that problem. So that's more or less about it. I think apart from that, you can identify people who are serious offenders, you can identify their ratings, and you can benefit out of it. That's more or less about it. If you have, I think, any questions, we can go ahead.
So we'll start with the question and answer round. I'll pass over the mic.
You need to stand. Yeah.
You've talked about that data theft, molestation, or all those things, right?
Right.
May I know what's the logic? How exactly are you like building these? Is that reliable data, or is this like what's the?
You tell us about your attrited employees, and we analyze that data and throw it back to you with some figures and facts. Did I make sense?
But to start with, I mean, someone has to make a start, and there has to be some data already there, right?
Right. So again, that's where we are starting today, and that is what we are trying to do. We are trying to tell you guys that come to our platform. You are losing out on people. Exited employees. If you tell us who are your exited employees, we analyze that and we help you in hiring next time. That's how it is, and it's extremely simple. I will, if you want, we can have a one-to-one discussion wherein we will give you a detailed insight on how we do that. Yeah?
I'll start. Please continue. Is it built upon that NSR platform, or is it parallel to that?
So it's not NSR. It's not at all NSR. Why was NSR built? To solve the same problem. Same problem. Did it solve?
Adapt.
No. The reason why it did not solve that problem is because there are certain ways that NSR works, and we are trying to learn from NSR. And we are trying to make sure that we don't follow the path of NSR and we follow a different thought process behind it, so that we are not ending up becoming NSR. That's the thought process.
I would, shall we now?
Yeah, please.
To answer your question, sir. To answer your question, actually, see, NSR was made to make sure that, I mean, it's called National Skill Registry. So basically, you register people, you have a database of people with their relevant skills. But it did not serve the purpose. They did not do any sort of value addition to the organization who was taking their services. Instead, there are things as you can add your, I mean, once you get the NSR profile, you can log into it, you can add an experience, and you can approve that experience yourself. Now, it is completely, I mean, does not serve the purpose.
So basically what he is trying to say that I as an employee upload my experience in NSR database and I go ahead and authenticate that itself. So I am the one who is going to say that I have worked here and I am going to authenticate it as well. We are not doing that. We are saying the ex-employer should authenticate his experience.
If the data is coming from the employer itself, let's say A, B, C, D, 4 companies are there, and some person has worked in all those 4 companies, and we get the data from there. So we have the genuine data from the employer, like, and it will be more it will be more valuable if you see down the line. When you might be aware about civil. So when initially, if all the banks would not have came together, it would not have been so successful. Now, so they realize the problem. This is the problem. No, we have
So basically, Rajiv has developed this platform. He and his team. So he is very touchy about this product. So I'll tell you in a nutshell. Banks were actually losing out on their total revenues 40% due to bad debts, and they were giving credits to defaulters back again and again, which means the entire industry was facing this problem. Same, what we are doing it in BPOs, they were facing the same problem. Back in 2007-8, I believe, when CIBIL came into existence and CIBIL started asking banks to throw their credit information, credited details of the people, and they started analyzing that data. And today you can understand that bad debts has extremely has gone down drastically. Bad debts has actually, if somebody is working in a banking system, they would know that bad debts has actually got eradicated. People who have defaulted today are trying to clear off their bad debts so that they can get loans now, and that's how it is working. Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Param Talwar. I'm from Capgemini. And my question is, so we're going to get, the useful information that you're trying to sell us.
Yes.
Only when all the companies are using this platform. So,
yes.
My question also, when you mentioned CIBIL, so CIBIL was initially, I think, an FOC thing for all the banks. It was free of cost.
Yes.
So that's how they all went ahead and applied CIBIL into all the banks. And if you compare the number of banks in India and number of BPOs in India, there's a huge difference.
So we are not
reaching out to all the BPOs. Sorry, just let me finish.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Reaching out to all the BPOs and reaching out to all the banks are two different things altogether.
Right. So we are not looking to become CIBIL, honestly speaking. We have taken clue from CIBIL to understand how we can maximize this product. Now, talking about until unless everyone comes on the platform, it is not helpful. I would like to slightly differ here that I would go ahead and tell you that we will not be throwing successful result 100% initially. I tell you we'll begin with 30% successful results. That 30% will move slowly up the ladder, and we will reach 70% approximately per month, per annum successful results in approximately 6 months in Calcutta. Now, how different is CIBIL to this tool ESI? I'll tell you. So most of the time, people who are working in Calcutta for BPOs are not going to just because they are working in BPOs in Calcutta, they will not travel to Delhi to get a job. So mostly geography is what we are looking to cover initially. So we are looking to cover Calcutta first. We are looking to first go ahead and launch it in Calcutta, then move to maybe a Hyderabad, and that's how we are looking to go ahead. So geography is taken into consideration while we are doing this. Second, we are not saying that we will start throwing results 100% initially. And a very important point which you picked up, that it was free of cost. We are trying to do that, sir. We are giving it for free of cost for first 3 months. Absolutely free, no charge at all.
Okay, so Mrinal, my question is, when you talk about reference checks and all, because that's what my understanding is after hearing up your presentation, that it's more of a ref check, kind of, that we will be able to understand what kind of person we are taking in, or at least we can give some feedbacks or at least some write-ups about someone who is leaving our organization.
Right.
So I think that's correct, right? We are on the same page, right? So
Absolutely.
my question is, right, see, when we do it for a financial or for a banking sector, right, it's very much documented in terms of numbers and facts. Human resource, to me, because I am personally an old school, I admire technology into hiring, of course. So we use ATS, we use success factors, we use Teleo. So there are different ATSs which by how we keep our tracks.
Right.
So while suppose if I don't like him, suppose I have a personal maybe thing with him. I'm an HR manager of a company. I'm giving real-time situations, right? And I gave a comment which is not that good for this gentleman or this lady to hire him, maybe. But maybe the severity of his thing is not that great compared to what the other person is thinking. It's about how I give it, right? So don't you think there should be a two-sided thing as well? That there should be some kind of confirmation, because you are saying that, or rather you are claiming that it's more of an authentic data. So you are just relying, or rather you are just depending on the data which has been provided by the employer itself, right? So not beyond that. So you are not in a situation where you can actually check that how, up to how well, because you have given some rating 0 to 1 to 10, something like that. So if I rate someone as 3, probably the guy is at 5. According to your presentation, as per what I understand is that you are not in a situation to specify that my rating of 5 is correct.
Okay, I understood what you're trying to say. So first thing, you are not going to rate. We are not asking you to rate. We will rate ourselves. We'll ask you some information which are factual informations. You cannot fiddle with it factual information, because there are some company laws, even government laws, which enables you to